So he's still shaking, but at least he's kind of moved a little bit past that initial, I'm going to freeze and not move and not do anything.
Yeah.
When you see cases like his where he's got some anxiety, socialization issues really, where he hasn't been exposed enough to enough people. Do you mind if I take this off?
Yeah, go ahead.
Where he hasn't been exposed to enough people, enough stimuli to be able to form a basis of how I'm supposed to interact with these different situations, different people, different stimuli. A lot of times what you get is a dog who's shut down because they don't know how to process that stimuli. So now you have a dog, he's doing audible grumbling because he's a little bit afraid. He's shaking like a leaf because he doesn't know how to process new stimuli. He doesn't know how to process, okay, I'm in a new environment, there's all these distractions, there's, you know, strangers, strange people, strange dogs, strange environment, and I don't know what to do. And so a lot of times what they do is, this is kind of what you get, a reaction like this, because he's unsure and he doesn't know how to process that or what he's supposed to do. So for situations like this, and unfortunately we're going to be seeing a lot of it because of COVID. We're going to have a lot of people who've adopted dogs who've then spent 24 hours a day with that dog in their home, as they should. But now, as people start going back to work or start leaving the home, you're going to get a dog who has not been exposed to different stimuli, to the public, to different noises, people, what have you, and they're going to be shut down like this because they don't know how to process it. Okay? So what you have to do is you have to slowly start introducing them to different things, creating a positive association with those things, okay? So that they start to understand how to process it, what they're supposed to be doing, and then they can work through that to get them to a more stable frame of mind. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay, so right now what I was doing was trying to get him from freezing to forward momentum. So that's why I kept moving around and getting him into emotion as opposed to just freezing. Okay, and as I was doing that, he was shaking less and less because he actually had something to focus on, and he wasn't quite so afraid because I was giving him a job. And I was having him focus on something other than his fear. Okay? So that will definitely help, but the other part is really socializing him, getting him used to being in an environment where he can kind of experience all of that, and then work past it. And the only way to do that is to put him in a situation where he has no choice but to process it. There's actually a technique called flooding, where you just overwhelm the dog with a lot of stimuli. Nothing that's going to hurt them, but enough that they have to process what that situation is presenting to them and help them get to the other side. Basically help them to conquer that fear. Okay? So, and because he's unsure, as you saw, again, new person coming in, he's producing an audible. He's like, you know, I don't know about that person. There's another new person coming in. I'm very unsure. You know, and then I'm uncomfortable. That's what he's saying. He's communicating that very clearly. I'm very uncomfortable. I don't know how to process this. I don't know what to do to make myself comfortable. Help. Okay. Good. Wait, what? Come on. Come on, baby. Come. No, come. You notice every time we get near you? Yeah. He starts to like, I want to go near, because you represent safety for me. And so because of that, he wants to gravitate towards you, but we have to teach him that he's safe whether you're there or not. Okay? You place. No, place. Good. Good. Good boy. Oh. There you go. Good. Good. That's a good boy. No. Gotcha. Now you see his tail starting to get up a little bit. He's starting to get a little more comfortable. He's so baby. Good. That's a good baby. Who's a good boy? So he's pausing less and less in front of you, which is good. That's what I'm looking for. So he's not shaking as much. So definitely improvement. He's not producing an audible even though Ed's right there. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in the room. And he's reduced as far as shaking. He's starting to build up his confidence a little bit. But a lot of that was because I'm keeping him in motion. I'm distracting him, I'm redirecting that energy. Okay. Good job. Come on. Come on. Where's our handsome boy? Where's our handsome boy? Where's our baby? Come. Is to give him a job, give him something to focus on. No? No? Come. So every time he's trying to pull away, I'm going to redirect him and have him focus back on me. Right? And then every time he tries to crouch down, he's doing that out of fear. Okay. So I want him, again, forward momentum, standing up. I'm trying to build up his confidence. So every time he wants to crouch down and exhibit fear, I'm going to make him do the opposite. Right? Come on. See how when we're doing forward momentum, his tail goes up. So that nice mid-range is where we want it. Okay? Good.